Here are some treble staff notes and what we call C major scale ascending. So as you can see, number 1 finger is played on middle C or C4. Number 2 finger is played on middle D or D4. Number 3 finger is played on middle E or E4. And then put your number 1 finger under to play middle F or F4. And then play with number 2 finger middle G or G4. And then play middle A or number 3 finger. And then middle B or number 4 finger. And play with your 5th finger high C or C5. So I'm going to show you this now on the piano. So let me teach you how to read notes from the music sheet. Okay. So if you know how to read middle C on the treble staff, you will know how to read all the other notes on the treble staff. So this is middle C, and it's on the first additional line below the treble staff. This is the treble staff. Okay, and we read notes line space, line space, line space, line space, meaning to say C, middle C is a line note because a line goes through it, and it's right here. Usually middle C is in front of the brand of the piano. Okay, and middle D is on the space after middle C, and it's right here. Then middle E is on the first line of the treble staff on the low part, and it's right here. Okay. So we have line note, space note, line note, and therefore the next note, which is middle F, is a space note because it alternates. Are you getting me so far? So middle F is a space note, and it's right here. And then on the music sheet, the next in line is middle G, which is a line note because we came from a space note. Next is a line note, which is middle G, and it's right here. Okay. And then middle A is a space note because we came from a line note. The next is a space note, which is middle A, and it's right here. Okay. And then after space note, we have another line note, which is middle B. It's a line note because a line goes through it. It's that simple. And this is middle B right here. Okay. And then after that is high C, which is a space note. Because we came from a line note, the next one is a space note. It's high C is a space note because there is no line going through it. It's that easy. And it's right here. Now let's learn some bass staff notes which are played by the left hand. So as you can see in the music sheet, middle C for the left hand is or has a stem going down, while the middle C for the right hand or treble staff has the stem going up. So we play middle C with our left thumb, which is number 1 finger, and that is C4. Then we will play with our left hand number 2 finger, low B, which is also B3. After that, we play with our third finger left hand, low A. And then we play with our number 1 finger, twist it downwards to play low G. And then we play with our number 2 finger, low F. With number 3 finger, low E. With number 4 finger, low D. And with our 5th finger, low C. Let me show you this now on the piano. So let's learn how to read notes on the bass staff. I arrange the C major scale for the bass staff descending instead of ascending because it's easier to read notes. As we said, if we can read notes from middle C, we can also read all the notes on the bass staff. So we already know where middle C is on the piano, right? As I said, it's usually found in front of the brand of the piano. And we play middle C with our left thumb like this. That's number 1 finger. Okay? Now, similar to the treble staff bass note reading, we also read notes on the bass staff. Line, space, line, space, line, space, line, space. It alternates. So the next note on the bass staff is the low B. And if we go down the staff, we are going to the left side. So this is number 2 finger on low B or B3. Next, we play a line note because we came from a space note. The next line note is low A, played by the 3rd finger, and it's right here. So line, space, line, space. The next note is a space note, which is low G, played by the left hand number 1 finger. Okay. And then after the space note is a line note. The next line note is called low F or F3, played by number 2 finger. Okay. And then after the line note, low F, we will go to a space note, which is low E, played by the left hand 3rd finger, like this. Okay. And then we have, the next one is a line note, which is low D, played by the number 4 finger like this. And then finally, we have low C or C3, played by the 5th finger of the left hand like this. We go now to the fun part of this lesson. We are going to learn a very famous nursery rhyme on the piano called Mary Had a Little Lamb. And the red finger numbers are for the first staff, while the blue finger numbers are for the second staff. So let me teach you the hand position for these treble staff notes, which are for the right hand. Number 1 finger goes to middle C, number 2 finger goes to middle D, number 3 finger goes to middle E. So, as you can see, we used 3 types of note values. One is the quarter note, which is 1 count each, embodied by the first measure notes. The second note value is the half note, embodied by the third note on the second measure, which is 2 counts. And the third kind of note value is the whole note, which is the last note, embodied by the last measure note, which is 4 counts. So let us play it now on the piano. 3